Hello everyone, Neil for T-Shares here, coming at you with another video for Tru2X.io. Now we can look at strategies for using Tru2X, how to maximize your yields. With Tru2X, you have the option just to deposit your pulse, activate your miners, and mine your pulse to 2x, kind of like a fire and forget. But there are more options and actions users can take to develop strategies to fit their personal goals. Let's look at some of the functions and options and come up with a few ideas to implement. Before interacting with any protocol, you need to plan on how to use it. How can this benefit you as a DeFi user and grow your portfolio? Well, let's ask ourselves some questions. What are your goals in Tru2X? Are you constrained by a time frame? Or are you open to longer term commitments? Is the current market condition affecting how you use DeFi? Are you waiting for a pump? What's your exit strategy? Do you have a way to bridge out when you do earn your yields? Do you have a partner project you want to support with the integration amplifier? And these are just some of the things to consider. And there are other functions that Tru2X offers that can be utilized to your benefit. Let's look at some of these. Tru2X has a lot of functions and options that users will be able to utilize while mining their pulse. Since all users will have to enter through the auction lobby in the beginning, there will be options to use a partner ID links from the integration amplifier. Users who do so will get a 5% bonus and will be able to claim/burn partner tokens where applicable. Don't forget to use these links. If you don't, you'll be leaving money on the table. The next day after depositing into the auction lobby, your miners will be ready to be deployed. When deploying, each deposit can be split up into a maximum of 20 miners, maturing along the same day. These miners can be assigned for particular actions by the user, as a group or individually. Deposits and dividend accumulation set across several miners offer many options depending on the market conditions. The day after deploying your miners, a blue miner card will appear on the table on the miner page. Here you have some options to take your dividends and use them for your benefit. At the bottom of the miner card is a blue button that says Collect or Compound. When you press it, this window pops up. It says Compound Divs at the top and Exit Miner. Here you have many options and several bits of data that will inform you what you can do when you want to manually or auto-compound your dividends. Compounding and auto-compounding decisions made here are the crux of how to use Tru2X to your advantage. At the top of the menu, you can see your current wallet address. Below it, under Compounds, your card ID number and information about it. And then you have the enter PLS to lobby, total to lobby field. And there you can adjust how much PLS dividends you've accrued and you wish to send to lobby starting miners. Below that you see the green button, which you actually click to send those dividends to the lobby to make new miners, how much you previously withdrawn, as well as total dividends earned for these miners so far. At the bottom in blue, where it says Auto Compound Options, there's a Set Status button. Here you can choose to set the status of all your miners to auto compound as often as possible. There's also an option to request the 1x back, meaning you can take part in the miner buyback program if eligible. If you want to manually compound, the process is pretty simple. You just select the PLS amount you wish to compound and send that amount to the lobby to start a new miner. If you wish to choose a different wallet, you're welcome to change that as well. Then over time, if you choose this miner as it earns dividends and you want to change the status to auto compound, you can do that by changing the status at any given time. So you can go back from manual to auto compound as often as you like until the miner reaches its 2x. And when you're ready to exit your miner, you click the blue button at the bottom of your miner card and then click over to the Exit Miner tab, and this window pops up. Here you have information about the miner, including your wallet address, and here you can select your number of miners that this card has that you wish to exit. And it gives you information about each miner, such as how many dividends they have, their value, and then the exit to wallet total is what you pick. You can click the button and it exits to your wallet of choice. And it also tells you how much you've withdrawn from this miner already. So this is another part of the strategy you can come up with by using the exit function on parts of deposits you made on your miner cards, especially if you diversify with up to 20 miners. Now we know what functions are available and possible in Tru2X. Let's think about what plan we can put together for our pulse deposits. In this example, we will consider a 3-fold time frame for our pulse mining yield. For those thinking in the short term, we could have an allocation of pulse that we want some short-term yield or quick 2x right after launch. For those thinking a little bit longer, they might want to think about a midterm allocation, where they want to accumulate more pulse with the expectation of exiting at a targeted pulse price bump. As for the forward thinking, they might choose a long-term strategy. They might choose to focus on accumulating pulse and hold it for multiple cycles, gaining as much as possible. No matter which time frame you're choosing, auto compounding is still the fastest way to get a 2x ROI. If you use the integration amplifier partners, you also get a 5% bonus, which can be doubled as well. So let's think about the short-term user and how they would interact with Tru2X. In this plan, users will have made several pulse deposits over the course of several weeks during the initial launch of Tru2X. Here, they would set their miners to auto compound and then receive the X factors as they come. These X factors will inform users how profitable each miner is, giving them the information they need to exit or not. A midterm user might want to set up multiple wallets and miners for their deposits and figure out how they're going to auto compound or manually compound their dividends. With this approach, deposits will be made over several months, maybe consistently, kind of like a depositing a paycheck. And here there would be several miners across several wallets deployed. Some would auto compounded, some would manually compounded. And the purpose would be to keep your positions nimble enough so if at any given time the market moves in your favor, you can exit your miners at a profit. For example, a 1.2x miner at a 1.8x price move is equal to a 2.16 yield in dollar terms. Miners which have already had 2x cycles would be at a 7.2x in dollar terms. So by diversifying and remaining flexible within Tru2X, users can take advantage of price moves and pulse, and thereby capturing some of the value and taking profit as the price moves in their favor. And if the price really pumps, the option exists to exit the miner with the miner buyback program at a 1x of your initial deposit if the miner meets the requirements. Now the long-term user is looking at things in a multi-cycle way. So he's not concerned about this bull or bear, but the next one. And so by diversifying with multiple wallets and multiple miners, he sets up his strategy accordingly. This is also a good idea if users have DeFi yield from other sources, which they wish to boost in its value. Long-term users will make deposits over a long period of time, since they're not looking to exit the system early. By diversifying to their desired levels with multiple wallets and multiple miners, they set themselves up several armies of miners going out earning yield every day. Because some users will take this long-term approach, they'll be able to achieve an 8, 16, 32, 64, 128x and beyond on their dividend earnings. Miners utilized in this way would beat any market timing in dollar terms by using longevity. So exiting multi-cycles later with new price floors and greater dollar value earnings, users who choose a long-term approach will always do better in the market because time in the market beats time in the market every time. Another tactical tool for Tru2X is sniping for true share rate. This example is for those who are mid to long-term minded and have decent pulse capital. While most miners on any given day will have the same X factor, there are options available for larger holders to speed up the 2x ROI. Deposits into the auction lobby compete for available true shares, securing the miner's share rate. The true share rate for depositors is a function of the deposit percentage of the overall daily deposit. So let's assume in this example, the large holder wants to deposit 500 million Pulse. Let's pretend on day 50, 8 billion Pulse are deposited, which is the cap for the system. And the true share rate of 500 million Pulse in the system is 6.2% of the mining pool. We will assume that this deposit will 2x on day 170. Now on day 70, let's pretend only 1 billion Pulse are deposited. And that same 500 million Pulse would then receive 50% of the mining pool, or half the true shares. We could assume that this deposit would 2x on day 150. So large depositors will likely seek low deposit days to increase their share rate. This will accelerate their 2x ROI earnings and give them more true shares comparably for any given day rate. So how do you want to get your 2x? When considering your time frame for Tru2X deposits, where do you want to focus on your gains? Are you looking for short-term yield, mid-term accumulation, or long-term dominance in the market? There are multiple ways and combinations for users to structure their strategies. Diversifying your deposits, setting up multiple wallets, and auto-compounding leaves your options open. Coming in and out of the system over time can also be utilized for catching your token launches, taking profits from other opportunities, and putting in Tru2X to double them. And don't forget about the bonuses from the Integration Amplifier partner links and referrals that can be very lucrative for ambitious influencers and motivated partners. Well, we hope you can see all the possibilities Tru2X has to offer and look forward to assisting you in your DeFi experience. I hope you've enjoyed these strategies for Tru2X. These are just a few of many possibilities that are available. Well, this is Neil for T-Share signing off. And just remember, you can save, earn, and grow with TrueDeFi.io. Have a nice day and take care.